Let's look at the authors that we need to become familiar with for comps. We're going to go through each class in order how we took them. For Dr. Davis's school law class, the book was American Public School Law by Alexander and Alexander. And I'm just going to give the last names so it's easier to remember. For Dr. Probst's educational leadership class, we studied the leadership book by Nordhaus and the Josie Bass Reader on Educational Leadership by Fullen. Specifically, I did a project on presence in the educational leadership of the Josie Bass book by Sturrat. For Dr. Patterson, we looked at curriculum leadership, and in that class, we studied the book Curriculum Leadership by Glathorn, Bosch, Whitehead, and Bosch. In Data-Driven Leadership with Dr. Burgess, we looked at Schools and Data, the Educational Guide for Using Data to Improve Decision-Making by Creighton. For Dr. Kelly Smith, Measurement Techniques class, we looked at two books. The first one was Educational Testing and Measurement, Classroom Application and Practice by Kubijan and Borick. And the other one was Program Evaluation, that we also studied in Organizational Change class with Dr. Probst. And the title was Program Evaluation, Alternative Approaches and Practical Guidelines by Fitzpatrick, Sanders, and Wharton. Also in the Organizational Change class with Dr. Probst, we looked at the book Reframing Organizations, Artistry, Choice, and Leadership, and the author was Bowman and Deal. In the Information Management Systems class with Dr. Scott Smith, we read A Whole New Mind, Moving from the Informational Age to the Conceptual Age, and that was by Daniel Pink. In Principles in the 21st Century with Dr. Webb, we looked at the book Rewired, Understanding the iGeneration and the Way They Learn by Rosen. With Dr. Watkins in the Managing Human and Fiscal Resources class, we looked at a book by Scott Norton called Human Resources Administration for Educational Leaders. In the Planning and Program Evaluation class with Dr. Probst, we looked at two books, one by Willingham. That one was called When Can You Trust the Experts? How to Tell Good Science from Bad in Education. And the book by Jason, and that was called Evaluating Programs to Increase Student Achievement. With Dr. Davis in the Superintendency course in Executive Leadership, we looked at the School Superintendent Theory, Practices, and Cases, and that was by Theodore Kowalski. The last summer semester with Dr. Moore, the Communications and Community Relations course, we looked at the book School Community Relations by Douglas Fiore. The School Finance class with Dr. Watkins, we looked at the book Financing Education in a Climate of Change by Brimley and Garfield. And finally, in Dr. Klein's Diversity and Global Development class, we looked at the book The Culturally Proficient School, an implementation guide for school leaders, and that was by Lindsay, Roberts, and Jones.